What's good, fam? It's Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood, talking about anything and everything that impacts the culture. And today I'm just going to really keep it really lighthearted and just a little bit of a walk down memory lane. My oldest boy, who's 31, actually sent me a text, and he says, "I never heard of this guy, but I figured you knew this song." And it was Spice One, 187 Proof. And classic album actually. Spice One is dope. West Coast, I used to listen to him quite a bit. He definitely had his day in the sun, especially if you were West Coast influence. So this had me thinking like, yeah, of course I know who that is. So I pulled out one of my old boxes and cassette singles, if you guys remember. And I'm just going to pull some of these out and just go over a few of these. I actually have a couple boxes, as I'm sure maybe some of you do, especially if you're nostalgic. So I got one of my old Nike boxes, and it is filled. Let me see if I can get this on here. Cassette singles, right? And I got a whole bunch of these. So I just pulled the box. He just texted me. I said, let me go ahead and see. So this is just going to be straight, not pre-scripted, and I'm just going to pull out a couple and just go down a little bit of memory lane. So right here, look, it's going to be all over the board too. These are cassette singles. If you guys remember, we used to be able to get these out of the store. Tower Records, Sound Warehouse was another place out here. Any place like that, you could get cassette singles, Target, that kind of thing. You would be able to get a cassette, old school tape. Look, some of y'all are like, what is that? Some of you young people. That's a cassette, right? And you would have, a lot of times you'd have the song on one side, and then on the other side, maybe another song, or it'd be the instrumental of that. So if your dads or your uncles, they used to rap or freestyle, wanted a beat, you get a cassette single, you play the instrumental side in the car or with your homeboys on a tape deck, and there you had it. So the first one I just pulled out here is Shanice, "I Love Your Smile." That was a great song. And look, side A is the LP version, side B instrumental, right? So yes, back in the day, every once in a while, you did listen to this, even if you were trying to be hardcore or what have you, because when you was with a female, you couldn't be listening to Spice One, right? Another one here, Shy. Look at that. Boy, if that doesn't date you, if that doesn't tell you how old you are. If I Ever Fall in Love, that was a good song. What year is this, man? This is, good grief. Well, I don't have my glasses. I'll pull the date off of another song. Here's one. I don't know if you guys know who this is. Canine Posse. And on this particular one, there's actually two songs. So on one side, it's Ain't Nothing to It, and then on the other side is No Sellout. And I'm gonna be honest with you, off the top of my dome, I don't even remember this song. Or songs. But look at how those brothers are dressed. Looking like Wesley Snipes and White Man Can't Jump. Okay, who else we got here? Das Effects, huh? They Want Effects. Das Effects. Hey, that's classic right there. That's a classic cassette right there. Okay, we're only 4 cassettes in. SWV, Weak. That was a classic, right? Side 1, it says the radio edit, and side 2 is the R&B radio mix. I mean, hey, what the 90s was wild. Some of these are late 80s. Okay, here we go. Off the Friday soundtrack, Dr. Dre's Keep Their Heads Ringing. And like I said, these cassette singles, man, you get these for $1.99, $2.99, maybe $3.99 tops. The cool thing about cassette singles, so the reason why I have so many is, so you get the full cassette, right? And maybe it'd have 12, 14 songs on it. But if you got the single, sometimes it may only have one or two songs, but it would have remixes that didn't appear on the regular album, or it would have extended versions. It would have the instrumental, which of course didn't appear. So that's why you'd get it. And sometimes they would have a song on there that didn't make the album at all. So it'd be like a B-side type of track, right? Look at this. MC Hammer, Pumps in a Bump. You could tell I was very much, this might have been when I lived in California. What is this? 24K, Don't Go There. Cassette single. Oh, from the Dangerous Minds soundtrack. Those of y'all that remember that movie Dangerous Minds had Michelle Pfeiffer, and I think she was the main person in there. But The soundtrack, Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio. That's when Gangsta's Paradise came out. He had the actual song called Gangsta's Paradise, which is part of the soundtrack for that movie. Oh, so predictable. Look, so I had that cassette single too. There it is. Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise from the soundtrack, Gangsta's Paradise. I'm just going straight down the thing and talking, so what is this? Ain't Nothing But a She Thing. Oh, good Lord. Ain't Nothing But a She Thing. Salt and Pepper. All right. Hey, shout out to them. They were very big into the women's empowerment movement. Women don't get talked enough about in hip hop, so shout out to Salt and Pepper. Here we go. That's old school right there. Eric B. and Rakim. Eric B. and Rakim. Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. By Rush Records. Okay. Here you go. Public Enemy. This used to be my jam right here. Can't Trust It. Can you see that? Can't Trust It. Public Enemy. Classic. Flavor Flav. Chuck D. Here you go. West Coastin'. Master Ace Incorporated. Sitting on Chrome. Sitting on Chrome. I think it has a picture, if you can see the actual album cover itself, right? What else I got in this box? Kid Sensation. Kid Sensation, a lot of people may not know, he was with Sir Mix-a-Lot. And this song is, what is it? Back to Boom. I remember, hey, now this is old. What year is this? 1989. I remember this because I had a 78 Chevy Fastback, 78 Chevy Nova Fastback, and I was living in California at the time, and I had a mediocre system. Kid Sensation. He got the sub on the front, and yeah, it was Back to Boom. So you definitely look. You definitely had to have the music that could beat out your trunk. Who else we got here? I'm gonna go ahead. Now I'm gonna cherry pick because now I'm like it's all over the place. Man, I got another Canine Posse. Was I into these cats or what? This Beat Is Military. Oh, I do remember that. And Turn That Down. Okay. Oh, look. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it a Honda with Candyman, Knocking Boots, right? That was a good track. What else we got here? Loonies. I got 5 on it. Have that upside down. Okay. That's still in rotation to this day for me. This and the remix version of I Got 5 on it. Loonies, super dope. D Nice. They call me D Nice. Those of you on Instagram and those of you that have been watching some of the award shows, he's actually been the DJ. And D Nice has actually come a long way. Kudos to him. He was with, who introduced him? I think it was KRS-One with BDP, Boogie Down Productions. Hey, but D Nice to this day is still doing his thing. Shout out to him. That's a cassette single. And it's They Call Me D Nice. And that was actually a good song. Here you go. Above the Rim. Above the Rim. Tupac, of course, was one of the main characters in that movie. Warren G and Nate Dogg with Regulate. And that was a great track as well. Paris. I don't know if everybody's going to know who that is. Paris. Gorilla Funk. Now the song, if you do know Paris, the song that you might know him is The Devil Made Me Do It. And his brother out of San Diego, California. Real militant, but hey, it's real dope. You know, when I was younger, it was it was very, when hip hop started, when I really got into it, it was very how would you say, pro-black, right? So you had you had Public Enemy, you had BDP, KRS-One. There's a Redhead and Kingpin. There's some of those kind of guys that were very about the black experience and very political, right? But then there's also the same time that NWA and Ice Cube and the Lynch Mob and all of them kind of came out. And so your music was really like, one minute you could be real militant. Next, you could be very, very much a gangster. Next, you would be very much listening to Shanice, right? Okay, who else we got? We got, look, I'm not even going to front. I did have the cassette single for Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby. I mean, look how old, look. You could tell this is worn out. So, look, I'm not even going to front. He had play. DRS, Gangsters Lean, which I did use this song when I did a tribute to Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Method Man, Look at that. And what song is this? I'll Be There For You, featuring Mary J. Blige. Hey, that's a dope track. That's a dope track. I might put the link for that into the description. Who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? Okay, we got the remix, B.I.G., Big Papa. I had a lot of cassettes, people, and I had even more tapes. I'm going to go and bring those out. Look, here's an individual maybe you guys are familiar with. Your Mom's in My Business. Does anybody out there remember K Solo? Does any of you remember K Solo? I'm going to start seeing if I can pull some artists out here that may not be quite as popular. I know you guys have got to remember this. It has the radio version and the instrumental. Not promoting this at all, but it was very iconic of the era. And it was the Bloods and Crips, Banging on Wax. I'm just going to leave that there. But that was a very big part of the 90s. Look, Rakim, Heat It Up. I'm not going to take a whole lot more time. I'm going to get through a couple of these. Good grief, dude. MC Sway. Wait, hold on. MC Sway and DJ King Tech. Time for Peace. Follow for Now, Time for Peace. That cassette, right? Who else I got? Obviously, Jodeci. And you could tell that was taken out of the package quite a bit. Well, I was wearing that out in the car. Every female like that. Forever My Lady. Jodeci, classic. What else we got here? Did I have another? Did I put that? Hey. Oh, okay. I don't know what. Okay. Who else I got in here? Ooh, this was. I don't know if you guys remember this guy. MC Brains. That song called Oochie Coochie. That's MC Brains. When I first started going to clubs, that song was hot back then. That song was hot. That's hilarious. Hey, classic. This might be the oldest one in here. This has got to be from 88. This has got to be from 88. Rodney O and Joe, Cooley, Say It Loud. And then they had a song called Cooley High. Hey, dope. Let's keep it real. Got that West Coast. Still, there was a day when Kid Frost was the man, right? Let me just pull out one more. Who's going to be the one more I feel like? Okay, two more. All right, this one's super old. This is an 88er, maybe even 87. Snap. And that, yes, and yeah. That is old. Look at the hair. Look at the hairdo. Man, you want to talk about the serious box. Okay, last one. The Brat. Functified. And a lot of times why you'd get a single also is because that would be released first before the whole album, so they were trying to build up that momentum, right? Okay, but look, there's still a whole bunch in here. And like I said, I got a couple other shoe boxes here with those, but I'm not going to go through all that. This is all started off because of my son, like I said. Never even heard of Spice One. I feel like, how did he not know about Spice One? And I was bumping that all the time when he was in the car seat, but I guess it's kind of a good thing that didn't kind of permeate too deep because he was a college grad and didn't go the direction of Spice One. But look, this is a little bit of track down a little road down memory lane with Mr. Kelly, Good to the Hood. Dig into your crates, pull out your cassette singles, pull out your old vinyl, and just reminisce over a time that probably shaped you into the individual you are today. But yeah, so until next time, this is Mr. Kelly, Good to the Hood. Peace.